Day one. The turbo process. No girl's car. We're gonna swap car for the week. This one is gonna start staying at the shop. Wow. I work on it, and she's gonna be driving that one. The birthday one. Alright. We at the shop. You already know. Give us a call. We got a few cars here though, so might not be able to get to it today. But we got a blown motor Camry, not blown, but head gasket and it's knocking, so just put another motor in. This one's got a short, this one's got a leak. We gotta get these out. But I'm gonna try to make some time to work on this today. We're probably gonna try to wire up the gauges just to have them ready and mock up some of the piping and whatnot. Start getting it ready. Ain't nothing special going on here. It's a good old eBay 6350. That's about it. So let's see how she's gonna sound with that twin loop. So we working on this thing here. We ain't got much done because we've been kind of busy. Got a little chance now. I've got a bumper off and we're starting to run the pipings so I can mock them up and get them welded. We're gonna remove all the harness for the fog lights. Fog lights ain't gonna work on it no more. We went ahead and took the windshield wiper off because we're gonna cut a hole right here, the reservoir for the wipers with the water. We're gonna cut a hole on that plastic to run the pipings through there, and we went ahead and also removed the power steering reservoir because it doesn't have power steering anyway, so it was just sitting there. But this is what we got. Hopefully we can get a little more done today. Starting some modification to see if we can tuck that intercooler in. Getting up there, guys. Getting up there. Got the hole cut out already. Reservoir and line removed. A little more work. What we're gonna try to do is avoid cutting the bumper as much as possible. We want to tuck it and kind of hide it. So if we can avoid cutting all that, it'll be great. I know we'll probably end up having to cut, but at least just kind of shave it down instead of like actually just chopping the whole mesh out. That'll be better. So we'll see what happens. Just finished that one. Still working on this. Been too busy though, haven't had time. We got the intercooler mocked up. Got it cut up and some slots to move it back and forward so we can test. I'm gonna cut the exhaust off. He said he's gonna send it. Nah, he ain't gonna send it. But gotta cut the exhaust off so that I can get the headers off and start testing with the manifold, see which manifold I'm gonna use since I got two of them. We're gonna take this pulley off right here since we don't really need it for now at least. But let's see how it goes. I'm gonna take my break, get something to eat real quick, and we'll be back at it. Headers off. Now we're testing the manifold. I'm waiting on my girl to get here with the other manifold so we can test it too. So we're gonna see whichever manifold benefits the most on it is the one we're gonna use. Whichever leaves the most room. See what it looks like when she brings the other one. So this is day 3. Day 2 we got nothing done because we ran into some manifold problems. But we finally found a manifold that might work. Now this is a very old school manifold, you could say. Pretty sure most of you fellas know this. But we gotta send this manifold before we use it. As most of you know, these manifolds are known to break. And people weld, reinforcements here. And this one had them before. But either they cut them off or it broke off. And it also had one on the wastegate. So I'm gonna get this reinforced before we put it on. The turbo fits a lot better with that manifold, and I might still be able to use my full-size radiator on it instead of running half-size radiator because when I try to use the log manifold, if I had the turbo tucked in, it was going to hit against the block, and if I had it turned out, it was going to hit against the radiator, plus it looked really ugly. So we were searching for manifold, and we came across this one a buddy of mine had from Hoodfellas Car Club, so shout out to them. So we're going to use this manifold. We just got to get it reinforced and welded right here. As you can see, it's kind of cracked up. So we got to get all that fixed before we actually use this manifold and start mounting everything up. Now the other problem we ran into is my oil pan was already tapped, and this is what it had in it. So I need to find a fitting that has this on it, but with this side to be the same size as that one. As you can tell, it's a lot bigger. But we got a bunch of stuff in the trunk now. We took off the internal wastegate setup since we're gonna do external. We was trying to run this manifold, but the flange is bent, so we couldn't use it. On top of it, the wastegate had been welded on, so we had to get that cut off. But over here, we're sitting the same. No pipings. Is actually even worse. This is one of the radiators I was testing with, but I really prefer not to use it and just use the original one. And there's that. I might have to probably pull the oil pan out anyways, because it needs a new gasket. You know, most people won't tune cars for leaks, so we gotta get that fixed. We still have to change the fuel pump and the injectors, but the injectors I'm gonna change over there at the dyno, since I'm pretty sure it won't run with those injectors if I put them on. But let's see what happens. Keep you guys updated.